Sister Wives is back. Let's see. This is season 6, and it is episode 1, and it was 2 hours. Growing up and moving out.
So it was 4 hours too long.
And guess who joined me? So if you are familiar with My Sister Wives, why are you sitting so close to me? If you're familiar with My Sister Wives recaps, which are wildly popular, let me just point out, don't undermine my marketing strategy. Then you know that I normally do them alone, but John has joined me. And I'm actually really bummed. So just to kind of catch you up, if you watch the incredibly boring season 5, you know that this episode appears, I guess apparently it's only about 2 weeks after that season ended. The longest, most boring season. And can I point out that Cody, we are not even 5 seconds into the show when he's like, I am so busy. Oh, this is a polygamous family. Don't try this at home. So obnoxious. And I think it's exactly how we started last season, was talking about how difficult his life was. And I'm like, dude, this is the life you picked. You were always talking about how it's a choice. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it from you. I want to hear it from Brady. Anyway, let's hop into the episode. Are you gonna sit there and look bitter? Okay. So they're gonna do a lip sync because now they've made this thing where whenever the kids graduate, they have to do a lip sync. And isn't that fun? Isn't that fun? Doesn't every kid want that at their high school graduation party?
Lip sync for your life.
Anyway, but they decide they're going to dance, and Janelle's really uncomfortable with it. It's just not her thing. And when she expresses that, everyone's like, you said you would do it. And she's like, no, I didn't. And she was really embarrassed, and she eventually left. And they're like, are you going to go after her? And he's like, no, she's going to be lame. I'm going to let her go. Or something along those lines. And I'm like, what a great husband. He's so good at this. What a winner. They are so lucky to have him. And oddly enough, that segues right into Janelle going to a family therapist. I wonder why. Anyway, she's going to talk about some of her stuff going on with Mary. We've heard it mentioned before. They were the first 2 wives, and there's a lot of friction to that adjustment. And I'm sure Cody was just as good at handling his wives back then as he is now. So I know she had a lot of help. Anyway, they're kind of talking about that. For McKelty, who is Christine's daughter, they're going to be doing a lip sync to an 80s song. In honor of the time that Cody had the world's worst sex talk with her and her boyfriend dumped her.
Shocking.
What great memories. I mean, that's always what I would hope my parents would help me remember during my graduation. And then for Madison, they're going to do the Tale of Two Maddies, which is going to bring up how uncomfortable she was when they moved to Vegas. I'm sure nothing about that's embarrassing. Maybe I just come from an odd family. Anyway, I personally am going to really miss Maddie and McKelty. The kids are legitimately pretty awesome, and they're funny, and I think the fact that they're a little over their parents kind of helps me. I know that they love their parents. I mean, that's obvious. But they keep leaving. They now have 5 kids who've left, and I'm like, the show, like these parents, something's dramatic's going to have to happen with them because the kids were the cool parts, and they're all leaving. So we gotta go back to the Sister Wives closet. They're talking to a local business owner about the idea of maybe becoming...
Thinking about getting a lesbian wife?
No.
No, we're not there yet.
We're not there yet.
Spoiler alert.
Nope. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back in time.
I was just trying to get on to the interesting stuff.
Stop it! They're talking about bringing more products on. I don't get this thing. Apparently the only one who wants to do it is Robin, because she wants to design. And she's got all this moral stuff wrapped into, like, if we sell other people's stuff, it's against our morality or it's against our integrity. And I'm like...
It's also against your wallet to not.
What is going on? I'm like, if she wants to design jewelry, it's called opening an Etsy store. I have tons of friends who do it. She can design jewelry. She can make it. She can sell it. You don't need to, like, mass produce it. She could probably make more money at this point.
Make nests of her own hair.
Right. I mean, she could do weird crap and stick it on Etsy. Here's a horseshoe. $15. You know what I mean? Pine cones. A bag of pine cones.
We should do that.
$70.
Why aren't we doing that?
I know. But my point is, it's just like no one wants to do it but her. And then whenever people are like, yeah, I'm not that into it, she's like, my idea. We're supposed to do this as a family. Anyway, I can't. People are going to give them money. That never happened. Now they're going to try to sell other people's products, which seems asinine to me. I mean, I have to say, Janelle wants to go get a job. Let her go. Let Mary go to school. Let Christine do whatever it is Christine wants. And Robin.
I don't see why selling other people's stuff is a bad thing.
I don't know. Somehow it's against the integrity.
It might make some money.
The integrity of their business. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We see McKelty graduate, do the lip sync. Madison graduates. She does graduation speech about pizza. We didn't really listen to it, but I'm sure it was lovely. She's going to be moving to Utah, like moving, like taking everything she owns and moving there full time. I imagine she's always been like, I don't want to be a polygamist. I don't want to get out of here. So I'm not really that surprised. This is totally surprising though. Dayton apparently 2 years ago got into a really bad accident. I have noticed last season that he did have that it was his right eye was different.
Sure was his right?
It was his right. It was on the left. So when you looked at him, it was this size. So that's his right eye. But they didn't mention it. I was really surprised. Okay, so maybe his father, didn't want it mentioned, or maybe he wasn't comfortable talking about it. Okay, fine. Okay, there you go. I think he's pretty awesome. We don't see a lot of him. I don't think he's as comfortable on camera. But it's always kind of bothered me the way that Robin talks about him. Because it's like weird. Because here's this like cool guy who's really funny. And then the way she talks to him kind of makes you uncomfortable, like when someone baby talks their adult child or something. But they ask him, are you nervous? He's going to have the surgery. The eyelid, he does not have the ability to fully pull it up. So basically, he can't really see out of that one eye. So they found a plastic surgeon who's going to do a surgery. He's going to give him the ability to lift that eye. And he's going to have to be kind of semi-awake during the surgery so that they can sit him up and have him open and close his eye so that they can see if they're doing it right.
He comes out of surgery with 2 heads.
No, he does not. Anyway, I've been in that twilight before. They give you good enough drugs to where you don't really, like, I kind of freak out during surgery. I'm not the best. We'll just say that. I try my best, but not so good. And I did just fine with that. So, but I was nervous going into it. But they're funny because they ask him, are you nervous? He's like, gee, guys, yeah, I'm nervous. It's surgery. And I'm like, okay, Dane's pretty cool. But I will say, I think they underestimate. I'm just going to say that. But Robin has a tendency to baby her kids anyway, so maybe that's all it is to it. McKelty's going to go for an internship, and Cody's like, I'm worried about her being in the clothing industry because, when you get into high-end fashion, it's so scandalous. And I'm like, what? Like, he's talking about haute couture as though it's like stripper wear. Like, is he right? Like, it was just really bizarre. And so he goes to this guy, David Tupaz, and he's got gowns that are more clothed than they are walking in there. Like, she's wearing like a cute dress, nothing inappropriate about it, but she's showing knees. Nothing in his entire studio shows knees. So Cody's like going on and on and on about the moral, I don't know what he's talking about. I mean, it'd be as weird as if he was like, oh, that veterinarian, they're always with these scandalous people, or I don't know. Anyway, I mean, she's not going to work at a strip club, so I didn't get his whole big thing, and I don't understand why her parents went. I guess for the TV purpose. I don't know, because like, do your parents go with you when you interview for an internship when you're 18 and graduated from college? Maybe that's why.
Well, if you're 18 and you graduated from college.
I'm sorry. Graduated from high school.
You're pretty all right.
Anyway, I'm sorry it's taking so long. It was 2 hours. Did I mention it was 2 hours? So they go to the Sister Wives, a consignment store, TLC's newest show, Lesbian Polygamists. It's like in pre-production right now. Like, anyway, so they're going to put some stuff in. This lady's kind of giving them a hard time about how she wants to be on the box, but she's not interested in Cody. That's not who she wants to marry. And she's like, yeah, I'm a lesbian. I got several wives. And I'm like, TLC had to just piddle themselves when they heard that. They're like, ooh, lesbian polygamists. Anyway, you heard it here first. We see, and then they put this little thing in.
The only interesting part of the show, and that's over. So it's over. Can switch off now.
No, because Dayton gets out of surgery, and it looks really good. And Robin's like, you know, he doesn't like to be the center of attention, but he does like to know that people care. Thanks, Robin. You mean he's human? Shocking. Shocking that maybe he likes to know that his family loves him. Good thing she's there to just give us the rundown on how he works. Anyway, he's a cool kid. Looks like the surgery went really well. And they are right. They go on quite a bit about his scar and about what a handsome man he was. He's a good looking kid. I'm sure, you know, I mean, it doesn't do anything for me, mind you, just be clear. But, I mean, he's not like a hideous troll, and, you know, scars are kind of cool, and I don't know. Anyway, we see Maddie move to Utah. They go up there, they go to the market, they do all that stuff. Hey, guys. He doesn't find that fun, John.
Yeah, he does.
Okay.
That's my dog.
He's a good boy. And then Maddie's like, okay, ready. You guys can go now. You guys can go. And her dad's like, wait, I want to squeeze in one more awkward sex talk. So there we go. But I'm really going to miss Maddie being there, Aspen. We still see Logan occasionally. We'll probably see some of McKelty. And there's got to be one more because I said 5. I'm so sorry to whichever child. Is it Hunter? Did Hunter go to UNLV?
I don't know.
I can't remember if he's in high school or not. But anyway, I'm going to really miss the kids that aren't going to be in the show anymore. But there you go, 2 hours. If you stayed around to the end, this is Pocket.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.